Hello, everyone. This is number 66 for common speaking errors. We're going to be going over the verb agree. So our first sentence we have here, he is agree with you. And the question we have here is he agree with you? Okay, so the thing that we got wrong here, to be verbs. We don't need to be verbs unless we're explaining a kind of a mood or condition or like an action that someone might be performing in the progressive tense. So we do not need is here because we're not expressing a mood. We're expressing a verb here, a present simple verb. And that verb is agree, which just means to, you are aligning yourself with, you're sharing the same opinion with somebody else. And the opposite of that, of course, if you do not agree with someone, you're going to say disagree. So there is no need for to have is before a verb. Yes, in the present simple tense. So we need to get rid of that. So he agreed with you. Then we need to put an S at the end of agrees here because we're using, you remember he, she, or it. We got to put an S at the end of the verb. So he agrees with you. Now, is he agree with you? This would not be correct either because we are describing an action, agree. So in this case, we need to use the present simple form of do, which is just a general, which represents a general action. So we need to get rid of is, and the form of do that we use with he or she is does. So does he agree with you? Does he disagree with you? Um, so yeah, that's how you would do it. And just a really quick review. If we're saying I, remember we're going to say I agree. I agree with you. So there'll be no S. So first person pronoun, I and we. No S. Plural pronouns, which can be you can be plural, and they, you would say they agree, you agree. Same thing with here. If you're saying does, you're going to use do, with you or I or we or they. So you'll use do for these nouns right here. And does, of course, for he, she, and it. So yeah, that is going to conclude this lesson. So try not to use to be verbs with other verbs. The only time we're going to use those is in the progressive and is in the present progressive tense, in which or the continuous tenses, in which we're going to say I am agreeing with you. So that means, the action is happening right now. So you are kind of in that condition. You are in that mode right now. So that's in the continuous tenses, we will use the to be verbs, but present simple, past tense, past simple, we're not going to use them. So that is going to conclude lesson number 66. Thank you very much for following along, and I will see you in lesson 67.